Is the life after this life more real? People who have had near-death experiences often say that where they went seemed much more real. As a scientifically verified evidential medium, I often communicate with spirits who insist that the life after this is more real than our earthly existence. And let me tell you, my own near-death experience confirmed it. Colors, emotions, and even music, all more vibrant than anything I've ever felt here. My loved one, who is in spirit, was even there to greet me. What could explain this heightened sense of reality? Let's dive into the phenomenon of near-death experiences, or NDEs, and explore a bit. Science and spirituality often, but not always, disagree. Dr. Stephen LaRays, a neuroscientist who has explored consciousness, has dedicated his career to understanding NDEs. These experiences often happen when people are close to physical death. They report out-of-body sensations, seeing a bright light, and phenomena such as traveling through a tunnel. These experiences are so vivid that many who undergo them come back with a transformed outlook on life, less afraid of death, and more focused on living fully. There are numerous excellent sources of near-death data from research. I recommend that you check out the International Association for Near-Death Studies for one. For now, let's take a brief look at the recent research study of LaRays. He and his team collected accounts from those who recovered from comas with near-death experiences. They used a psychological test called the Memory Characteristics Questionnaire to assess the memories of these individuals. The results were fascinating. The memories from NDEs were reportedly richer and more vivid than any other type of memory, even more so than the most significant and major life events. What might this mean? LaRays continues to posit these vivid experiences originate from physiological processes within the brain rather than a spiritual realm. And that is the usual viewpoint of materialist scientists. Science normally strives to explain NDEs through brain activity. But from my personal experience, as well as 20 decades of afterlife research data, there's much more to the consciousness story. The world we transition to upon physical death is from most reports as solid as earth. It is filled with heightened senses, indescribable beauty, colors not seen on earth, and deeper emotions, all without the baggage of earth. My own near death from anaphylaxis, a severe allergic reaction, definitely felt like stepping into a far superior reality than earthly life. I was traveling into a realm where everything was amplified. Colors were brighter, emotions were deeper, and the music was soul-stirring. For those who want more, I have linked an interview below with a detailed account. For me, the biggest thrill in my NDE was that my long-deceased grandfather wrapped his arms around me. Candidly, I didn't care to come back to my earthly life. So what can we take away from these findings? Is the other side more realistic and Earth a sort of dreamlike place? Whether these experiences are purely physiological, an assertion that I and countless others refute, or whether we touch upon another realm, our spiritual home. The experience of near death is often spiritually transformative. Life is precious. There is more to our existence than we can fully comprehend now while we are living in our physical nature. More enlightened conversations center on how our consciousness has nothing to do with our brain activities. Consciousness is non-local. It exists outside of the physical body. It is true, you're a soul with a body, not a body with a soul. Knowing that we cannot truly die can eliminate fear of death. Near-death experiences remind us to live our lives more fully and respect ourselves and others as the forever alive beings that we are. Join me to explore mysteries of the soul on my podcast, Carefree and Conscious. Hear from authors on profound, spiritually transformative experiences and what these can mean to you. May you live fearlessly and peacefully. Be carefree.